This isn't much of an April Fool's video, but actually just covering my first video I ever made. You won't be able to find it. And while doing the research, I found so many more. This is me collecting too many dirty Easter eggs found in GTA 5. And I don't really care enough to find every single one. I just thought this would be fun, and I'll just talk as I find each one. In front of the Vinewood sign is a ranger station with the name Beaver Bush Station. If you don't know what that is, ask your mom. Tried to climb Mount Chiliad in a sports car? Well, don't. At the top, there are several signs, but on the sign facing Sandy Shores, it says Bell's End. You could ask your dad about that one. Heading up a little bit further, there's actually another sign. Still using my Porsche, this poor car, facing Paleto Bay, is Old Man's Crack. In the Grand Sonora Desert, in front of the Yellow Jacket Inn, are a couple signs. One of them can lengthen your pen ice, and someone lost their cock? The specifications are, his name is Evan, 2 years old, and he's smaller than average. Damn. You know, I don't think this is the exact lost cock that guy was looking for, but it's pretty damn similar. Found on the side of Mount Chiliad, on the side facing Paleto Bay. It can be kind of hard to spot, so I'll back up to give you a wider view. On Del Perro Pier, the roller coaster is in a very familiar shape. Also on the Del Perro Pier is the SeaWorld souvenir shop and cream pie ice cream. More often than not, they go hand in hand. In Del Perro is a Asian restaurant which has the name Nutsaki, and their logo is in the shape of nutsack? In Vespucci Canal, or near it, there's another liquor store called Liquor Hole. Alongside this, I also wanted to mention the car company Pfister, which I'm sure you can get. I'm also wearing the Pfister jacket, and on the topic of that, there's a poster right next to Liquor Hole, and it's for a sports brand called Prolapse. In the last area, which is actually just down there, is this sign up here for Broiler Bites. There's a strip mall in the area, Davis, which, my gosh, is just chock full of these. We have She Nail's Surprise Facial, and obviously that store. But then there's this laundry store, Sheet Yourself, Drop Your Pants Here. Then finally, a computer store, Click Lovers. Just Click Lovers. In Pillbox Hills is the security building Group Sex. And if you've ever robbed one of their vehicles, or you've seen their armored one, they're always putting you in secure. You know, brute force, group sex. They'll have a wild time. Post Ops Distribution Center. If you've ever seen their vans, their post ops no longer just mail. Your package is safe in our hands. I'm sure it is. In the paint section of the Pfister is also Pfister Pink. I think that's how you're always supposed to do it. At several fruit stands around the map, you can find this orange and banana, which are very similar to so many other Easter eggs that we've already seen. There's the Schlongberg Sachs building right next to the Maze Bank building. And speaking of the Maze Bank building, if you look at the water fountains beneath it, and the entire building as a whole, it can look like a Schlongberg sack. On top of the construction site building in Pillbox Hills, right across Maze Bank, you know, the one that's never going to be finished, has plywood that reads Fap Fap. And how close everything is to it, there's the Maze Bank, there's Schlongberg Sacks, and then Wee Wang is way over there. Near the same building is the Mile High Club poster, built by the STD contractors. Interesting. Although, they have reliable erections for all of Los Santos, except it seems they could never finish. Across from the cemetery is the Mighty Bush, a landscaping company. It's also in the area Morningwood. You need some hardwood coverings? Look no further than Floor Skins, found here in the Burton area. In the region of Strawberry is Rim Paints, and their slogan is quite funny, which you can read on top of this sign. For a great finish, make it a rim job. I'll keep that in mind, Rim Paints. There's another car name similar to Pfister, except this time it's not the car's brand that's interesting, but whenever you piece it together with its model. Progen Itali, or Progenital. There's a couple other car brands, like E-News right here, and the one that's much closer is actually called Anis, or Anus. For our last building, it's kind of insane. Not just the name, but more so the logo. Wenger Institute. This is right across Los Santos Customs. Remember how I said this was an April Fool's video? Not exactly April? Well, I decided to re-record my outro today, and yeah, Rockstar decided to add snow for April 1st. And to conclude the rest of the video, that's really all the dirty Easter eggs I thought were enjoyable. There's a handful of other ones, but that's really the bulk of the dirty Easter eggs that I thought were enjoyable, that weren't either repeating themselves or were just interesting. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.